Into a big draw for tourists. That's how many towns on the Cape are handling the increase in shark sightings.
Well, you think about it. We've seen more and more sharks swimming off the coast recently and in the past few years. But as some hotels and restaurants discovered, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Meteorologist Danielle Niles is live in Chatham. Danielle?
Hey, Jonathan and Paula, it is a beautiful day down here in Chatham, and it really is all about the sharks here and on the national seashore. It's all good for local businesses. They're really taking advantage of the popularity of the great white, but it's also a win for tourists because we have plenty of advantages to have some fun during this shark frenzy.
Feels like a heavy one. The moment of seeing those big animals, seeing a 10-foot animal, feeling it on the line, it's really unlike anything else.
12 miles southwest of Nantucket, Captain Jason and Striker Rory are taking me on an adventure, shark fishing. They've prepared bluefish for bait and checked water temperatures, so now it's time to chunk.
You want to get it out there in a way that there aren't big chunks of meat. Instead, you want to attract the fish, not feed them. Shark fin! Shark!
Yes!
Right there.
With no time for the customary tutorial, I strap into the fighting harness and rod belt. The result, an 8-foot blue shark weighing nearly 250 pounds, one of the 4 we'd catch and release.
There she goes. We target sharks more for the enjoyment of the process and really to appreciate the animals. To see these big animals is unbeatable.
If this seems a little too up close for your taste, a shark research excursion may be more your style.
We had people calling all the time. We want to go see the sharks. Can you take us to see the sharks?
The Chatham Bars Inn has teamed up with O-Search and the Atlantic White Shark Conservancy to educate guests about the great white.
Whether you're 5 or 95, everybody's interested in sharks. Scared of them or not, they're interested to learn.
You'll learn about tracking and researching white sharks, observe seals, and ask the onboard naturalist any questions you may have. Want to see a great white?
Chances of seeing a shark on this excursion are very, very slim.
But
I think everyone has a little bit of hope there that they may actually see one.
Back on land, catch the quintessential New England shark movie at the Chatham Orpheum Theater.
Jaws this summer, throughout the summer, in both July and August. We've got lines out the door, and it's a great time.
Up the street, Brewster native and Cape entrepreneur Justin Labdin plays off the popularity of the shark.
Growing up down here, I have a love of the Cape, and I love of Chatham in particular. It's such a beautiful town, so combining the brand of Chatham with the newfound love of the great whites was kind of how we came up with the Chatham Whites apparel.
Since the retail store opened in 2010, a t-shirt design has expanded to include hoodies, hats, belts, tote bags, and even dog collars.
Everybody's getting into the shark fever down here on Cape Cod.
Including me, after an experience I'll never forget.
Good job. Fist bump.
Awesome. Nice.
We had so much fun out there shark fishing, and honestly, this is what it's all about. The local paper, Cape Cod Chronicle, all things sharks, and it also says, Jonathan and Paula, don't be afraid to go in the water. We've had some people behind us dipping in, and I actually took a dip earlier today, so you just gotta stay away from the seals, watch out for the fins, and have a lot of fun with it as well.
Yeah, great story, Danielle. I gotta say, when I was little and they were filming Jaws there off of Martha's Vineyard, it was such a big deal because it was such a rare thing. Now that they're here all the time, it's great the Cape is embracing it.
Oh, it's everything. They've got, in this magazine, cookies, koozies, cartoons, food, drinks. It's all about kind of having fun with it and being aware as well.
A lot of education.
All right, Danielle. Thanks very much.
Danielle,
Beautiful weather,
thanks
too.
so
A lot of folks want to take a dip out there. Well, I got to let you know, tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
We're going to hear a lot about the great white shark, but there are many species in the waters off our coast, and some of them are threatened.
All of our research is geared towards conservation.